guys, piebypie here, just checking in with an update on my Vortex Cold Snap Occultist. We're up to level 84. We have done a little bit of a regear, but we still haven't found a couple of the crafting mods that we need from June to really make it a lot more streamlined. So yeah, we're looking to get trigger socketed spell for Orb of Storms, Frostbomb, and Stormbrand, which I don't even have in my setup at the moment because it don't fit. Anyway, haven't gotten that yet, but we did replace the wand, which was positively awful, with this Spine of the First Claimant, which is not like, it's not best in slot, but it's definitely a lot more helpful than most of the ones that we could find that were rare. It does have cold damage over time multiplier, which is pretty much the most relevant thing that is on the wand. The other cool thing that we have is this Vixilanaris shield. Not only does it have +2 to socketed gems, but it also has this level 20 cold Aegis when equipped, which is what the orb is around me. It causes 1000 damage to be taken from the Aegis before my life or energy shield, so it's made me a bit more tanky. Having said that, still dying to random stuff, so oopsies. How are you not taking any fucking damage? I would like to have 4k armor to have Molten Shell in and a lot more tankiness from that. I've replaced my mana flask with a granite flask, so I have a lot of armor coming off of that. I also have replaced, I think, something else with quartz. I had a sulfur flask and I've replaced that with quartz, which is, yeah, probably more helpful, especially because I can run into packs now and then cast my skill while I'm inside the packs and mostly try to dodge what they're doing because I've got the flask in active. The other thing that's really interesting is that I've got level 1 of the cold dot mod, but I haven't been able to craft it onto anything because I'm using this unique weapon, so I need to find a better wand that I can craft onto. Don't know if there's anything else going on besides the fact that I'm like trying to progress through the Atlas, not this, and I've done one encounter here, just finished an encounter here, so we have 2 watchstones so far, and I'm well behind the rest of the world that's doing this, but whatever, we're doing it at our own pace. The next thing to do is the influence that's happening here. Still trying to figure out like how it still works. The best way that I've figured out how to like get map completion has been running maps that I haven't done with Zana quests on the off chance that the Zana map that she offers me is also a map that I haven't done. So I have like this map within a map, which is 2 birds 1 stone kind of situation, which is helping, but it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of content happening in every single map, so like half of the Zana maps have been rolling like abysses and breaches and friggin' more Jun encounters, which take forever. So it's slow progress, and I could just skip all of the picking up of the monster bits, but after a while you're like, but I just want to fight some Metamorphs, please. On that note, I did learn a little bit more about Metamorphs, and I have been amassing my collection of bits. We have at least 3 sets of everything, but I haven't bothered going to the laboratory to do anything with that yet, because I'm a bit distracted with everything else that I'm doing. Probably the next thing that I really should do is like have a 5 or 6 link so that my skill is doing, you know, crazy buttloads amount of damage instead of just the regular buttloads amount of damage, and hopefully replace some of the gear that's not doing the best by me, for example this belt. Also, I think there's a couple of prefixes on my flask that I need to reconsider. I have made some changes also in between the last video and this video to my tree. I have removed my additional curse, Whispers of Doom, and been traveling down into about here, I think it is. And also spec'd into Arcane Will. So this has sort of helped some issues that I was having with running out of mana, having a lot more health now because I have about 4k life, and well, actually it's like 4.3k life now. And then the other thing is we have some sockets, some jewels in them. Those aren't the jewels. So yeah, I should mention that I have never run Stormbrand actively in this build because I can't cast it with my current setup. Pretty much everything is already accounted for, and except for Tempest Shield. All of this stuff needs to be fixed and streamlined, and that's like currently holding the build back quite a lot. So instead of having both the temp chains and enfeeble curse, I've removed enfeeble and I'm just running the temp chains in a blasphemy setup as was in my first video, so I don't have to worry about casting it when I run into packs. Everything is already temp chains, and then feeble will come back into it when I have gotten further along, solved all of my mana and life issues, and got that Frostbomb, Orb of Storms, and Stormbrand combo sorted out with a trigger socketed skills on skill use mod. But until then, we just can't do it yet. Very, very sad. The other thing that I'm also looking forward to doing is finishing my Uber Lab. I have finally finished all of my trials after doing 2 of my trials in EU zones because I was just responding to people in private league and getting yo-yoed back into the middle of traps and trying not to die to them. I'm very excited to not have to worry about that anymore. However, it feels a little bit hollow because I'm not really doing as much with curses as I would have liked to. Like, Malediction is going to be my final point with Uber Lab, and I'm not going to be able to use a lot of this stuff until after I have really refined my curse setup, which is a little bittersweet. Anyways, it's been pretty fun. I'm still really happy with how the build's going, and I don't think I will be changing anything anytime soon because I'm still having a really easy time fighting ginormous bosses, especially having started doing the Conqueror encounters. They're actually quite straightforward. It's more, you know, it's still survivability in packs and random weird bugs that are causing the most issues. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm piebypie, and I will be doing some more of these updates. And if you haven't already, please make sure you check out my Twitch stream. Anyways, live free pie hard, and I'll see you next time.